بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي أما بعد. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam. قال الله تعالى في القرآن الكريم في سورة البقرة: شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said in the Holy Quran in Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah number 185, قال الله تعالى: Ramadan is the month in which the Quran was revealed as a guidance for humanity. So my dear brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He created this Quran. He sent down the Quran to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the month of Ramadan. And now since the Quran by Islamic or Quranic descriptions is a guidance for mankind, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in order to honor this concept or this idea or the book or the Quran book itself, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created this month around it, otherwise known as the month of Ramadan. A month in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala removes the obstacles in front of you, enhances your ability to do more good, multiplies your good deeds several times over, so that you may be able to redeem yourself, purify yourself, and basically so that Allah may guide you to the right path. So it's kind of an honoring to the Quran, the revelation of the Quran. Now, my dear brothers and sisters, we can think of the month of Ramadan, or perhaps the entire life itself, as a sort of exam that we sit, except this exam would determine whether you're successful in life or not. Now, for this exam, you have, let's say for example, it's 3 hours, a fixed time for the exam. You have to sit in. Now, in these 3 hours, obviously, you have to think, use your own mind. You have to struggle hard to answer as many questions as possible. The more questions you answer, the more better it's going to be in order to determine how successful you are in life. So you should be using every single moment of this exam to answer as many questions as possible. But now you find out that within the last 30 minutes, or say somewhere in the middle, 30 minutes of the exam, your examiner gives you this time, and the examiners, they all come to provide for a selected number of people. The examiner provides the entire answer book. Now, obviously, the answer book is huge because these questions, they're never ending. They keep going. You need to be able to answer as many questions as possible. So now you have this massive answer book. Obviously, it's going to end at some point. And now this answer book is going to be with you for the next 30 minutes. And even in those 30 minutes, the last 10 minutes, in one of the pages of the answer book, the examiners will come and put a special golden ticket. This golden ticket, if you're able to find it within these last 10 minutes, you will receive an extra 30% in your exam. Now, this is a massive help, massive boost. Imagine a 30%. It's worth crazy amount. That takes out a lot of effort that you need to do to at least even pass. So forget 30%. This golden ticket would be worth 50-70%. It's worth a lot. So if you're someone that's going to take the chance, remember, you are the selected few. If you're going to take the chance to both use this answer book and find that ticket, the golden ticket, you have just rescued yourself from the unsuccessful part of the life, and now you are heading towards an extremely successful life. It is set ahead of you because you gained a major advantage over other people. But again, this advantage would be hard earned. So this is basically how life is set out. Obviously, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned in Surah Anbiya, قال الله تعالى: كل نفس ذائقة الموت. Indeed, every soul shall taste death. Therefore, our time on earth has been limited, and we have been sent to sit our life on this earth as if it were an examination. Now, in this life, we have to earn as many good deeds as possible so that we may be able to enter heaven, and the number of good deeds that we do will determine what level of Jannah or paradise or heaven we will enter into. So this is our aim. We need to stay away from hellfire, which is where all the unsuccessful people who done more bad, who answered more wrong questions will go into. So this is the purpose of our life. Now, within our life, we're given these 30 days known as the month of Ramadan, a time when we are given the answer book. And in this sense, it is the fact that the Prophet ﷺ has mentioned that when the month of Ramadan starts, the gates of heaven are open and the gates of hell are shut, and the devils are chained. Hence, all the obstacles in front of you have been removed, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has opened His doors of mercy. So now, and the reason why I mentioned that a selected few of people have been selected is the fact that how many times, or in a more precise way, how many people that we met last Ramadan are still here with us today? So obviously, you may have had, say, a family member, you may have had a friend, a family friend that was alive in the past Ramadan but is not alive with you in this Ramadan. So you are the selected few that still have the chance to attain this great advantage, the month of Ramadan. And even in this month of Ramadan, despite the fact that it already multiplies our deeds several times, the fact that the obstacles are removed in front of us, the fact that we are given the ability to do more, the fact that since the devils are chained, we can do more good deeds. Despite all of this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has still given us the last 10 nights of the month of Ramadan, in which He held a special night, the night of Laylatul Qadr. Now, I want to emphasize on this night because this night is not like any other night that you're ever going to experience or get a chance to witness at any other point in your life. If you're lucky, maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you the chance of witnessing it 2, 3, several times. But it is a lifetime opportunity because you can't guarantee yourself that you'll live to see the next month of Ramadan. Remember, the time of death has been decided by Allah previously, already before you were born. So there's no point of thinking that you can find a way to prolong your life. Once it's said, once you're gonna die, you're gonna die. طيب. Now, in this last 10 nights, whoever gets this night of Laylatul Qadr, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says about them in Surah Qadr, إِنَّا أَنزَلْنَاهُ فِي لَيْلَةِ الْقَدْرِ وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا لَيْلَةُ الْقَدْرِ لَيْلَةُ الْقَدْرِ خَيْرٌ مِّنْ أَلْفِ شَهْرٍ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said, indeed, it is we who have sent down the Quran and the night of decree. And what will make you realize what the night of decree is? The night of decree is better than 1,000 months. So this is your golden ticket. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made this one night better than 1,000 months, which is basically your entire life. Now, the reason why, even in the story or the example that I mentioned, I did not say it is worth 100%, because obviously, if you get this night of Laylatul Qadr, and inshallah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grants us all the chance of witnessing the night of Laylatul Qadr, gaining this night, although you're gonna get that 1,000 month worth of reward, it does not mean that after that you can return to your normal ways, do all the bad you want, but you're set for the afterlife. No, that's not how it works. You're getting a reward worth that, but you can lose that reward if you go back to evil doing. You need to persist in your good doings. That is how you make the most use of the night of Laylatul Qadr. Now, what are some things that we know about the night of Laylatul Qadr? The fact that it is so beautiful, something so special, this to signify how important this night is. The Prophet ﷺ was recorded to have woken up his entire family on the last 10 nights, to stand up and pray during the nights. And the Prophet ﷺ is also recorded to have said, or to have been recorded to have done in Sahih Bukhari, is that in the last 10 nights he used to sit in i'tikaf to embrace the ibadah, to do as much ibadah as possible with the intention of removing whatever distraction there is. This is the point of Laylatul Qadr, the significance of Laylatul Qadr. What's more than that? Like I said, it's 1,000-month worth of reward. So, my dear brothers and sisters, I advise first and foremost myself and then all of you to not let this chance out of hand. Like I said, we don't know whether we're going to live till the next Ramadan. So don't waste this opportunity. Whatever distraction there is, remove it out of your sight right now. Once these last 10 minutes are gone, they're gone. You don't know whether you're going to see them again. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make the most of this Ramadan, and I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us the chance of witnessing Laylatul Qadr. Jazakallah khair wa barakallahu feekum. Remember, if you have any questions, put them in the comment section. Inshallah, I will answer them. Remember, your questions could be the very thing that inspire the creation of my next video, or may even be the golden questions that I use, and I will reveal the secret about that inshallah next month. بإذن ta'ala. جزاك الله خير وبارك الله فيكم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.